Am I the only one who believes and feels in my body one of the gifts of being back in person together is when we're singing and when the choir is singing and it just resonates through us? There is something powerful about that. Years ago, some members, among them Joan Rost and Nancy Evans, wanted to find, and maybe some of you can raise your hand if you were part of that group of people, wanted to find a way to recognize and to memorialize those who had left the church a bequest, which is to say those who took the time and the trouble to write a gift into their wills or trusts. These monies, gifts like these, have been ones that have allowed this community, this society, to persist through tough times, through depressions and recessions, through disasters, through family fights and other upheavals, but also to risk, to expand, and to dream.
When it came time to think how to name such a circle of givers, Joan and Nancy and others chose two sister philanthropists who were raised in this church and cared for its well-being and beyond as a religious center with a civic circumference. Their maternal grandfather, Unitarian Ephraim Bull, had been the reform mayor who unified city-county government. Their father descended from Governor Bradford, the first governor of Massachusetts. His sister had married the California governor and railroad magnate Leland Stanford. Lucy and Edith Allyne inherited the fortune their father made as a partner with the Stanford brothers and in real estate. Neither ever married. They cared for their chronically ill mother. They were famously frugal, self-giving, and civic-minded. Lucy helped fund an orphanage, a society for the relief of poor women that Unitarians had founded, historical societies, and a hospital for children. Edith focused on this church, serving on the board, overseeing building repairs, even during the Great Depression, and planning their legacy. When they died in the early 1960s, they left several bequests, including a public park, but also giving this congregation in 1963 $1.8 million, which in today's dollars would be equivalent to $30 million. This came as a city redevelopment agency was pressuring the church to claim adjacent land. The plan was to spend about half on building there. Ultimately, the center project and church repairs took all that they had left and then some.
Edith and Lucy Allyne made our community meeting space, what we call our center, possible, so that it in turn could provide a place for the nurture of community and service that would carry on well beyond their lives, but speak to their lives. Susie Thorne, who's here this morning, was the person who headed up that committee that turned the gift into this welcoming facility that we enjoy and upkeep and allow to carry on too.
UUSF has a history of people doing similar things. We have an intern fund named for the man who, among other things, championed our training seminarians. Thank you, Dick Castile.
There are grants given to graduate students serving in service professions and to liberal religious causes and anything that helps those struggling to get on their feet, named for the very oldest trust in California, set up by Captain William Hinckley. Thank you, Captain Hinckley.
And there are efforts where names are not attached to them, but the work carries on, like with everyone who has rolled up their sleeves and left gifts to our SCW for its scholarships to well-deserving college students of limited financial means and nonprofits seeking to get started, many of which have come to do incredible work in our corner of the world.
With the Allyne Circle, we honor those who served what they cherished while they were with us, and who made sure that what they loved would carry on beyond them. We will be leading a program for those of you who wish to find out more about how to do this. We'll probably do that next fall. Let Sarah or I know if you're interested in hearing more about how you can do the same thing. And those who have already listed the church in their will or trust, let us know that too, because we will be reprinting a framed poster in which we list those folks who've let us know of their commitment. And thank you for thinking of the church as you plan your legacy.
Yes, and please join us for the reception today and the unveiling of names that will be added to our plaque. With gratitude, we welcome some of their family members here today, and we acknowledge their legacy. Thank you.